This is Enoch Burke, the teacher who has refused to deny his Christian belief and bow to transgender ideology. We're here at the forecourts again in Dublin, where Enoch's case was again before Mr. Justice Brian Cregan, and he had a number of matters to deal with today in relation to the case. But at the beginning he said if any member of the Burke family so much as speaks, they will be removed by Gardaí. So this is the situation we are in. Lies are being told from the bench. Enoch Burke, his name blackened, the constitution set at naught, the law disregarded, and if a person so much as speaks a word, they will be removed by a battalion of Gardaí.
Judge Cregan today has given us a new version of the constitution regarding religious freedom. He said if Enoch Burke practiced his Christian belief outside the gate, this would never have happened. He said it 3 times today. So he is telling us you can have your religious belief outside the gate. But you know, that's not what the Constitution tells us. It tells us that we have a constitutional right to the free practice and profession of our religious belief in our school, in our job, in our shop, wherever we are, not according to this perverted idea and judgment of Judge Cregan.
The judge brought up an article that he had read this morning on the Irish Independent by Shane Phelan. He began to quiz Enoch on the article. Strange, I must say. Enoch Burke brought that issue again, that there were lies in the judgment of Mr. Justice Brian Cregan from the 18th of November. Lies about that he was a baleful and malign presence at the school, that he was stalking the school, its teachers and pupils, and that the pupils and teachers of the school had indicated in their affidavits that Enoch Burke was a danger, a potential danger to them. Now these are baseless lies, and really we saw a judge caught out today, fumbling, talking over Enoch, cutting across him, saying, oh, that's not the word I used. I used a different definition of the word, saying that he used stalking in a figurative and metaphorical sense. This is outrageous behaviour. It's an outrageous abuse of power by a High Court judge designed to slander a young man who's standing for the Constitution, for his Christian beliefs. Now, at one point, it came out that the judge had omitted from his judgment key parts of evidence and had selectively used what the principal of the school had said about the situation. And the judge simply said to Enoch Burke, move on. And it's a sad day when serious matters like this are brought before our High Court and we're told to move on. And we had also the issue about the Supreme Court appeal leave application that Enoch is intending to file, and that's simply in relation to the shambles of what we've seen in these courts over the last 3 years. When this case came before the Court of Appeal the first day in March 2023, they said it had nothing to do with Enoch Burke's views or his objection to the principal's instruction. When it came to the Court of Appeal in summer this year, in July 2025, the Court of Appeal, considering the same question, came to an entirely different conclusion. They said that it was about the fact that Enoch had objected to the instruction. It was about his views, about his Christian beliefs. That was why he was being disciplined. And we can't have a situation like this, where paid officers of the state, judges, are creating a shambolic situation for people like Enoch Burke, going in now to be forced into a disciplinary appeal panel meeting in the face of such a state of such confusion about the core issue, really. Why was he disciplined by Wilson's Hospital School? And we also had today that the judge said that he's not going to let Enoch out for Christmas or Easter.
Now this is really a life sentence for my son by this judge. A life sentence for Enoch Burke. And let us remember, this Enoch Burke did not begin with Enoch Burke. This dispute began when the principal of the school demanded that he call a child by a new name and use the they pronoun. It did not begin with Enoch Burke. He was commanded to deny his Christian belief, to give up his conscience and agree with transgenderism. And today he's getting a life sentence because the courts have decided to agree with the school and lock him up in prison.
Enoch Burke there, he's just been packed back into the prison van, jailed, after he refused to accept transgenderism. Stay strong, Enoch.